in the Black Horse Pub. Good morning. It's Mirador Television out of the Black Horse in Lewes in East Sussex. This is an unscheduled show, but we've got two great programs for you. First of all, the two Bs will be along at 8:30 to discuss the second part of the Odyssey about Napoleon, and then John Henty will be along at 10 o'clock to amuse us with more about Max Miller. So I'm taking the opportunity very quickly just to fill in for you the news very quickly. And first of all, let me tell you that it was snowing. Just moments ago, it was snowing. And also that Ada is here. Holding the fort, keeping everything neat and tidy and in place. So the two of us are the stalwarts keeping the Black Horse right in front of your nose this morning. Right, now to the serious news. And we'll, first of all, let's take a look at one of the headlines on the front pages is from the well, what's it from? Let's see. It's from the Mirror, the Daily Mirror. NHS crisis exclusive. It says nightmare at A&E. Patients are facing a nightmare at accident and emergency departments in England, according to the Daily Mirror. The paper says its investigation found more than half of A&E units in England have been rated as inadequate or needing improvement by the health watchdog. So there you are. And the second main story is, you guessed it, it's about the royals, and it's the Daily Mail. Outrage at the Scobie book. The Scobie book piles pressure, thank you, on the royals to say something because their names have been named now by a talk show, a TV talk show. We're not going to name them. We don't think that's important, to be quite honest with you. But if it's a royal row, a right royal row, it's a royal row. And finally, there is one headline is that the triple lock. It's the Eye that reports this. UK pensions triple lock is under threat from 2025. It's exclusive, it says. Some Tory MPs and economists think it is time to rethink the pensions triple lock. The policy, which was introduced in 2010, guarantees pensions will rise every year by whichever is highest out of inflation, average earnings, or 2.5%. But some argue the system is not affordable in the long term because the UK's population is aging. So they are. Those are the three main stories. We'll just run through the rest as we approach 8:30. It's only 8:21 actually. So let's just clear the decks. And there's me. You have to put up with me for a minute or two. We started off with the Mirror, a nightmare at A&E, and it says that most of them are failing, a good half of them are failing. The Financial Times: the United States accuses an Indian official of plotting to kill a Sikh separatist in New York. The FT leads on the news an unnamed Indian government official accused of involvement in a plot to have a Sikh activist in New York killed. The details emerged in court documents related to the indictment of another Indian citizen. The case could derail the White House efforts to improve ties with India. The Daily Telegraph: hostage baby died in Gaza. Hamas claims. Hamas has claimed that a baby died in an Israeli raid. The Telegraph leads on that story, claiming that its youngest hostage, a 10-month-old Kafir Bibas, was killed along with his 4-year-old brother and their mother in an Israeli bombardment of Gaza. The Israeli military says it's investigating. Their deaths have not been independently confirmed. The Daily Express: smiler innocent lost to no end. And it carries on with the same picture, with a picture of the youngster on the front of the Express. The paper was taken alongside his mother. The baby was taken alongside his mother, Sherry, and brother Ariel on the 7th of October and held inside Gaza by Hamas. In a statement, the IDF said Hamas are wholly responsible for the safety of the people it holds captive and called for all hostages to be released. The Times: migrant deal delay puts Rwandan help at risk. The Rwandan government support for plans to deport asylum seekers from the UK to the East African nation is at risk of collapse, according to the Times. Senior British diplomats fear patience could wear thin in Kigali because of repeated delays to the scheme. The Supreme Court ruled the plan was unlawful. It ruled it earlier this month. The Mail: outrage as royals in Scobie race row are named on TV. The Daily Mail says Piers Morgan is facing a backlash after naming royals whose names were linked to alleged racism. The names appeared in the Dutch translation of Omid Scobie's book Endgame, but the edition was pulled from the shelves after the publisher said the names appeared due to a translation error. Scobie says he had not included the names in the original book. And the Metro: no change. A devastating new report led by Molly Charity shows tech giants still targeting millions of children with harmful content. The Metro leads on this story, and the comments by the father of Molly Russell, a 14-year-old who took her own life in 2017 after viewing suicide-related content on social media. 6 years on from her death, Ian Russell says tech firms have not made enough progress at rolling out measures to protect children online. The Guardian: air pollution from fossil fuels kills 5 million people a year. The Guardian leads with the news of a study which has found pollution from fossil fuels leads to 5 million deaths around the world every year, a higher toll than previously thought. With the COP28 summit due to get underway in Dubai this week, the paper says the study will increase pressure on world leaders to take action. The UK pensioners triple lock under threat from 2025. Well, we just discussed that story. And the Daily Star, the good old Daily Star. Down with this sort of thing, it says, and it's got a picture of Father Ted on the front cover, and it says the AI bots could one day replace vicars, and they illustrate that with Father Ted. Let's take a quick look at the weather, if we can, because it snowed just a little while ago, and everybody will want to know about that, although it's stopped now. Well, it's sort of hanging around. It's going to be 6 degrees today, but it started out at -2, and right now it is 1 degree, and with a gentle breeze. And that's the weather for today. Light cloud, and we've got sunshine all day tomorrow, but it's only going to reach 5 degrees. It is getting cold, folks, I'm afraid. Okay, that's it. A very quick run through the news headlines, and now we'll be back in the next 2 or 3 minutes with the two boys. Roger, a toodle tip just for the moment. Watch out for us very, very shortly, and we'll be back. Oh, we'll be back.